that cigar.
Try.
What do you want to talk about today? What don't you want to talk about today? It's a real question, I guess.
What do we want to talk about?
Just a heads up. We're recording already because you want to know when we start.
China. We need independence.
Yeah. And what's your message to? Have you seen Donald Trump? Do you think he should step in?
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
Run. Surprise.
Should we leave this up? Is this offensive?
It's up to you,
people?
man. It's your thing. It makes it harder. It makes it even harder to run ads. It's impossible now, right? But it's even worse.
If you can't find our podcast, this sign behind you might be a reason.
Right. Oh, just keep in mind that now we should probably be a little more descriptive since we are going to be uploading audio. So if we're ever watching videos.
What do you mean?
So sometimes we watch videos and we sit here in silence and we look at them and then we're able to do the overlay.
Yeah.
But now, because we're on Apple Podcast and Google
we should
Podcast,
probably talk about what the hell we're looking at, so
Right.
people on.
So for those of you on the audio podcast, hello.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Welcome to the show.
Especially that one guy in Colorado. There's a guy in South Korea that listened to it, or a girl. I don't. It's an equal opportunity world out there.
Could
now.
be a non-binary.
It could be a non-binary. I'm excited. That excites me in so many ways.
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
Okay, so when I went to go buy a gun, they literally had it on the application.
Normal
this
stuff.
time.
Normal guys.
Male, female,
Mm-hmm.
non-binary. That was an option on the thing.
What is that?
And I looked at the dudes at the counter, and
Uh-huh.
they were just like this. They're just like.
Wait.
They were just kind of like.
Oh, this wasn't the gun store's application. It was. The,
It was.
the
It's
state.
like no, yeah, no,
Oh.
but it's the application, the federal application that they have to do like a background check. It's your background check.
Okay,
app.
got it.
So, contrary to popular Democratic belief, you do have to fill out an application and give them your information when you buy guns.
When was
Does
it?
not matter what state it is. That is a prerequisite to purchasing firearms.
When was this? In
Just
hold on, just.
while I was on my business trip.
Oh, okay, there we
Yep.
go. Snowball, she's working. All right. Well,
So yes, when you buy guns, just FYI, you do have to fill out an app. And I do carry a CCW. So
What is a CCW?
Concealed carry weapon.
Oh.
What is it? Concealed carry. Yeah, concealed carry weapon. I think that's what it stands for.
CCW. That is
Take
not.
a-
It's not a channel. It's not Channel
Let's
5.
take a look at it. No, it's not the Channel 5.
Do you remember the CW frog?
Hello, my baby. Hello. What happened with that frog?
They
They ate him?
They found
They
his.
they fried him and
They
made
actually
frog
found
legs?
his old tweets. So.
It just
he went
says
out.
concealed firearms permit, but it's usually considered CCW.
Oh yeah, it says gun owners in California can obtain a CCW. That's interesting.
Yeah, in California, you have to get it from the sheriff.
Yeah, it looks like here you go. Oh, carry
Yeah.
a concealed weapon.
Yeah.
That's what it means. Carry concealed weapon.
Carry
CCW.
concealed weapon, yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Now I.
But even like in Nevada, right? When you have a CCW, you don't have to. You still have to fill out the app,
Sure.
but you don't have to pay for the background check.
Mm.
In Arizona, you still have to fill out the app, but people just assume you just walk into these gun stores and you tell them, "Give me that AR rifle," and they're like, "All right, Biff," and they just throw a wad of cash on the table and walk off with a box
Isn't that the case for gun
of
stores,
ammo
though?
and no.
Same thing with guns. So if I
Absolutely
go to
not.
a convention where there's guns being sold,
Yes,
what if I want to buy guns off of Craigslist
you cannot buy guns off of Craigslist.
in any state?
Not legally. You have to take it to a licensed firearms store and have them do a proper transfer.
And that
Otherwise, you're
requires-
buying it off the back of a van,
Yeah.
and it most likely won't have serial numbers
I was
on
about
it.
to say, is that the reason my gun has no
Serial number? Yes,
Yeah.
this is correct. That would answer many questions.
All right, we'll just pretend like I don't have that one then.
Yes.
Sitting in my, it's you keep it loaded in your glove compartment is where I've been told, right?
Not in California.
What's the purpose of having a concealed carry in California?
Oh, and if you have a concealed carry, yeah, you can have it on your persons.
So you can walk around with it?
Absolutely.
Interesting. I didn't.
You
know
can
that
have
was
it.
a
You
thing.
can have it on your persons or in your property or like for your example,
Loaded?
your of course.
Can you walk around with a gun? That's
If
not
you're
loaded?
carrying,
Uh-huh.
you should be loaded, and you should probably have one in the chamber as well.
But-
It should be like cocked
like
and loaded,
ready
ready
to
to
go.
fire. Yeah, because if you need it at
Safety
that
off.
moment, the last second, no, you know, you might want to leave your safety on. You don't want to shoot your, you know,
thigh.
your goods and services right off.
Okay.
But for most people, you know, some people it depends on how you train. You should always train like firearms are serious, you know, they're dangerous, so you should train with your firearm, and
Yeah.
you should carry it the way you feel comfortable with it. If you don't feel confident enough that you can leave one in the chamber, then don't have one in the chamber. But you better like know that when you pull out your gun, the first
You
thing you
gotta
got to
do
do is
the-
cock it.
Yeah. Don't pull
Depends
it out
on your
and start
gun, too.
clicking.
No, if you have a revolver, you can just pull and start clicking.
Is that the one that spins?
Yes, that's the one that goes.
You know, quick draw and then you flip it a couple
That's
times.
the one. That's the one I got
The
my
cowboy.
wife. Yeah,
Nice.
hers is like I think it's a Smith and Wesson bodyguard, like a 38
Nice.
special.
So
That
what
one
is it?
is
It's
a
like-
guaranteed shot. Like no cocking, no jamming. You just point and shoot.
Okay.
Yep.
So
5 for sure shots. Usually after one shot, people know to get the hell out of the
yeah,
house.
it's
God
scattered,
forbid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
but
you shoot it in the air or do you? No, you don't shoot it in the air. you say I have a gun?
yeah, you tell them you're gonna get shot. You better get out my house.
Yeah.
No, you always want to warn somebody. If somebody was stupid enough to try to come in your house, you want to tell them, "Hey, get out of my house. You're gonna get shot."
Did you see that
But if
video
you know,
of the,
they
the
don't
porch
comply.
pirate?
what's that?
Here, let me show you. Are you you're familiar with the term porch pirates, right?
I've heard other terms, but I don't think I think we get canceled off of YouTube like real quick
Yeah.
if I said those.
That's not at all what I was saying. Well, porch pirates are people who go around to people's
Oh, the
porches.
people who jack people's packages off the front porch.
Yeah.
I'd never heard that term, but that makes perfect sense. I see people jacking packages all the time. I see people following the Amazon trucks. Have you ever seen that?
I haven't actually.
You never seen like two dudes following an Amazon truck? That's sketch.
Yeah.
That's how what the young kids call sketches. Sketch AF. You know, like why
Like
you guys
what
follow
purpose?
randomly following this van?
Oh, I gotta show you 2 videos. Speaking of being followed. Okay, but the first video is gonna be just this. This is fun. So there's this porch pirate that comes up. Oh,
Oh, you
I
flipped it
don't
up.
do the sound, but
Okay, so describing what we're looking at, there's a white car pulling up in the snow.
all right. And
Where
this
is this? What state is this?
I'm not sure what state, but there's snow all over the place. The gentleman gets out of the car.
Mm-hmm. Gentleman's
It
walking
does-
towards the property.
There's a box on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the pirata.
Put my shit back on this fucking porch.
And
Yeah.
then he gets shot.
Yeah, I saw you when you got out the motherfucking car. You tried it. Put my shit back on this
The owner
motherfucking
pops
porch.
out with an AR.
You done
15.
lost your motherfucking
I love it.
shit.
I love
You
it.
lucky. You lucky. Motherfucker.
My bad.
You see this
man.
motherfucker just tried to take the
And then people say we shouldn't have AR-15. So for those of you who are watching or listening on the interwebs,
Good for him.
a gentleman. What? What? It's fake?
Oh, wow.
Is it fake?
According to Amaland, Shooting Sports News, fake.
How do you
While
know that?
editors know, according to Amaland,
Video's
while
not real,
investigating
what
the
is-
supposed incident,
That looked
observant-
real as shit to me.
readers have confirmed the video is fake. In this fake video, a resident with an AR-15 asked the porch pirate to return the package. The package is returned. The video is not real, but what tactical tips that can be learned from the story are, and for those reasons, we are going to leave this article live. Okay, what's the tactical approach there then? The fact that you come out with a finger not on the trigger to your side, you give warnings, just like we said.
There's a couple things that like when I don't know. I'm of that mind where if you show your weapon, then you better discharge your weapon. I think if you feel like you're in a situation where you need to pull a gun, then you better shoot that person.
Right.
Cuz if you're pulling a gun to like scare somebody, you could be pulling the gun on the wrong person.
Yeah.
A knife you run, but a gun you charge. Your
Oh, I
chances
see.
of staying alive are much better if somebody pulls out a gun. I mean, if you charge
At
them.
close range, obviously.
Yeah,
You're
obviously.
gonna be throwing
But in
knives.
any case, listen, people think like, oh, just because you have a gun, you're just gonna kill people. Like, oh, you can kill anybody with the gun. Put a gun in like 95% of the population, they wouldn't
Miss.
be able to hit a target 20 feet, like anywhere where it would be deadly. I'm not exaggerating. Most people are not
believe you.
inept at, even people that go fire.
I've
I mean,
shot-
do you know how many officers? Okay, these are trained. They're trained to protect us, right?
Sure.
Guess what the percentages of officers that actually hit their target. You know how California says no more than 10 round mags, no more than 10 round mags.
Right.
Okay.
Is there a
Do you
reason
know
to need
what
more
percentage
of those 10 rounds?
of those 10 rounds are actually going to hit its target? Give me a guess. Just guess off the
reasonable
top of your.
guess? Fine,
But fire
They shoot all 10
officers.
back to back to back to back.
Officers.
To back, to back.
We're talking about. I'm not talking about like lay people.
No, I know. So officers shoot train, go to shooting range. They shoot.
That's their
they're gonna
job.
Clear the round.
That's their job.
They're gonna clear the whole thing.
Yes, out of
I'd
the
say
10
three,
shots.
maybe?
30%.
Yeah.
So you say 30% accuracy for officers.
Yeah.
It's 18%.
Yeah.
18%.
Hmm.
Okay? So less than 2 shots on average will land out of 10 shots.
Those are trained people.
And when I say hitting target, that doesn't mean like they were aiming for the head and they hit him in the head.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they were aiming at the head and hit him like on the toe.
Yeah.
That counts as like hitting your target. So it's not, it's not a guarantee when you pull out a gun that, oh, you're not going to murk somebody.
Right.
It's not that easy. It's not easy to shoot. A lot of people have like really bad flinch when they pull a trigger,
Recoil,
the sound, the recoil one, the sound too. A lot of people go buy these like guns that they have no business holding. You get like an old lady with a 45, like a 1911, like 45 ACP.
What is a 45 ACP? How thick is that bullet?
It's a huge bullet. It's a huge round. It's a great gun. It's very comfortable to hold. It's one of my favorite guns.
What is it? Just really quick. What is
It's a
recoil?
single action.
What happens when you shoot a 45? Somebody who's never ever shot a 45 and they're
Yes.
gonna shoot it. What should they expect?
What you should expect
In their
is a
hands.
really loud noise to
Okay.
pop in your ear and somebody socking you in your hand. Like as if you were taking
Like somebody was
punches
going-
from like a UFC fighter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So unless you're holding it properly and unless you're aiming steadily, which is also another hard thing to do. People don't know how to hold a firearm, don't know how to,
Yeah,
hit it,
there's a
don't know how to
position, right?
focus on a target. Yes. And having the right hand position, being comfortable, You see a lot of this stuff happening like, yo, what up, yo? This, I guarantee you, this shot action right here
I think they have
probably
a better
got like a
chance.
3% accuracy
No, I
rate.
think a better chance because if they're pointing down like this and you're pointing down, the recoil will shoot and hit
You're actually
small children
You're
sleeping in their bed. You're gonna get something.
it's so fucked up. Why would you say that, Jim? It's so fucked up.
It happens. It's on the news all the time. Kid
Oh
was
my
sleeping in their
God.
bedroom, shot. Happens. It happens. Hey.
Hey, in LA, it happens all the time,
Hey.
unfortunately.
Anyways, yeah. So don't buy a 45 for my grandmother. Is what you're trying to
Don't get a 1911 for Granny. Is the moral of that story?
Oh god.
It's probably one of the better balanced guns because they're heavier. They have a longer head, so it's a little bit heavier out the head,
Yeah.
so it doesn't recoil as much as like if you bought like a 44 Magnum or something. That thing feels like it's gonna fly out of your hand every time you pull the trigger. So that's why I don't know if you ever seen the 50 cals.
I've heard
The
of them.
Smith & Wesson, the 50 cal Magnum with like the long.
Yeah.
Remember when Joker pulls out that gun and shoots
Yeah.
down the bat plane?
That's what it is. Because the 50
It's
cal
what
it's piercing. right?
That's
Through
what
body
it
armor
looks
piercing?
like. That thing is everything. That I don't even think it needs to pierce. That thing will literally break probably your innards.
So if it went through me, it would bounce in.
It
and then
would if
pop
you
out
were
the other
holding
side,
like
right?
let's say you had some sort of like Kevlar vest or whatever that would be able to
Kevlar meaning
keep
like a
that from
bullet?
like bulletproof something.
Okay.
It wouldn't let it go through. it would still probably crush wherever you're.
Oh, break your like. The
You
same
know how
rib
the
cage will
you know
crack the
how
rib cage.
imagine like if the forklift ran over you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what you're saying.
yeah, no bueno situation.
So don't get
You don't get shot with a 50 cal.
cal at close range.
No, at any range,
at any
just
range.
don't.
Got it. Okay.
Probably a
I'll
good
write
idea
that
to
down
stay
for my
away.
mental notes.
Yeah, and don't get a 50 cal for granny either.
Okay, gotta close
They're-
out that Amazon order then.
Remove from cart with no background check, right?
That's how you do it. You buy it on Amazon. It is America. There was something else I wanted to show you because we were talking.
You know
about,
what they did?
What did they do?
They messed up my gun broker. There's a app called Gun Broker.
There's a
there-
app called Gun Broker.
Gun Broker, yeah, and that's where people kind of like sell to one another.
Uh-huh.
Like when you want to sell firearms or ammo and stuff like that. What are you looking at?
No, I'm trying to look at the video.
Why are you distracting me?
No, I'm just. There's no better way to ignore you than during a podcast. No, because we were talking about the Amazon guys. How it's creepy that that people follow the Amazon, right? You ever follow a lady who check this out? I just watched the video first.
Leave me alone. Why do you keep following me? It's honestly so creepy, and I'm gonna call the cops.
Ma'am, no.
Because you guys aren't leaving me alone, and that's why women
Yeah,
can't
wait.
go out in the world by themselves. Because of guys like you.
What?
Okay, so stop following me.
You have.
Oh,
Like, I don't know if you have like a like.
So, what do you think they're following her for?
Probably because she left her gas cap out.
I don't know if you have like
Even
a
better.
like gas. You have a thing hanging out of your car.
What are you talking about?
There's literally a gas.
Oh,
hose
she drove off.
hanging out of your car. No one's being creeped. Oh. No, thank you. I guess.
What did she say? Did she say thank you? Yeah.
Oh, she's what? You taking it with her? She doesn't. Make sure to get all of it.
So,
That's embarrassing.
I guess for the ladies out there,
Oh Lord
She
Jesus.
didn't even
I
close
guess
the
you know
gas.
what? Is that really her fault? It is her fault for going out there and confronting them. That is kind of like.
How did you walk by a freaking gas hose sticking out of the side of your car? It was on her. It was on like the driver's side.
Yeah, it was on-
How did you like
Not see that?
not see that before you were like walking out up to talk to like confront these guys?
Because she was so heated. She was gonna. Could you imagine just going through?
Imagine she took out the gas pump and just started like beating the dudes with it, or started hitting their car.
Oh, dude, that'd be
I know I left this here. Okay, it was on purpose. What a freaking maniac! That's
Yeah.
hysterical.
Folks don't. That's a criminal offense here in California.
Drive off?
If you drive off with a gas.
Well,
pump.
yeah. If you don't go back.
Oh, you're supposed to go back.
Well, no, you're not supposed to take it home with you.
Well, it's kind of
You're
embarrassing
supposed to
me.
go
Hey.
back and say like, "Oops, I messed up."
Yeah, sorry.
You know,
here's your
can I?
gas pump back.
Here's your gas pump, and now what's my fine?
Oh,
You always pay. Yeah, they charge you something.
do they really?
Yeah,
Oh wow,
yeah.
did not know that.
They charge every gas station. I think has whatever a fee is for drive off. It happens actually a lot, especially nowadays with everybody so distracted
Oh, with their phones.
with their phones and
Yeah, but how do you just?
people
It
forget.
happened to me almost once.
You know what
It did happen to me almost.
You know
once.
what?
What is it?
happened to me? Because I remember it happened to me. I couldn't remember when, but it happened to me one time when I pumped gas. I was pumping gas. Stupid, but I was pumping gas, and then I went and bought stuff like snacks or whatever from the store, and then came back, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go on I was going on a long trip. I was like, I should go to the restroom. So I went back. I was like, you guys have a restroom here? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. So I go to the restroom. I wash up. I come back, and I'm thinking like, oh, I already got everything I need, right? My snacks and stuff are already in the car. So I just sit in the car, and this was on the. I mean, not that she was much better than me. Mine was on the passenger side, so I didn't see it that I still had the hose in there. I was done pumping gas, like it wasn't going anymore, obviously. So I just assumed like, oh, since I bought the stuff already and everything was in the car. Mentally, I was like, well, hands are washed. Let's go. Like sit in the car, drive off. I'm like, what the hell? And then I saw it, and I was like, ah, shit.
Did you at least like pick up the gas as quick as you can and then?
No.
It doesn't flow out like.
No, it's not like that.
Oh,
There's the pump's inside the thing. It doesn't pump out the gas.
Oh,
Like
I
if,
thought, like,
if
it
the
just
hose breaks,
spewed.
no, it's not like
I thought it was just ready.
it's not a
spew.
fire hydrant.
Yes. You just see a whole bunch of people show up with those little red carriers and just like quick.
That would have been hysterical. I was kind of in the ghetto too. I was right off of Slauson,
Oh,
so I would be.
perfect,
I could imagine like everybody
Yeah.
like with their
Showing
little
up.
5-gallon tanks like showing up like. But yeah, I went back and I was like, I accidentally drove off. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. You're like, it happens all the time. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. He goes, happens a couple times a week.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
That's
I think
crazy.
I think I paid, I don't know, a couple $100, like $200 or something like that.
Just for you to stay quiet.
No, like to fix that.
We don't have to get the law involved. How does a Mr. Washington sound to you, huh?
Okay, so from a legal standpoint, just so you understand how the law works, Jim, to commit a crime, you need two parts. Okay, the mens rea and the actus reus. Okay, and in Latin, that means you have to have the mind, like you knowingly did it. So, meaning you wanted to, or your intention was to do such.
Cook up the crime in your mind.
That's the mens rea.
Okay.
And then the actus reus is the actual action of doing the crime, right? So to commit the crime, you need both parts. If you didn't know you were going to drive off with somebody's hose,
Yeah.
that you didn't really commit a crime there.
Okay.
It's lacking one of the main
Intent.
elements. Yeah, intent.
Okay.
So intent is one of the big.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What kind of deals you're coming into with people on Slauson, you know? A lot of shady deals on Slauson.
Listen, you watch your mouth when you talk about my streets like that.
You got any news you want to talk about?
I don't care about Saki. Como's a homo. LGBT protection passes. So check this out. You know how everybody wants to see Trump's tax returns?
Yeah.
Okay, you know how much money Amazon makes?
Uh-huh.
Do you have any idea?
A lot.
A lot. How much do you think they pay in taxes?
None. That's what
That's
Bernie
correct.
Sanders was, yeah.
That's correct.
But they pay local taxes, local and state taxes.
Yeah. But you know how much federal tax they pay?
Nothing.
That's right.
Or close to nothing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it's nothing.
Yeah.
It
But
might
they do
even-
provide
it
a
might
lot
even
of
be,
jobs.
It might be negative nothing.
It might be negative. We probably owe them money.
For
Actually,
sh-
you know what? Yeah,
well, we
give
actually
them
do,
kickbacks.
'cause we
Yeah,
give-
property
yeah.
and tax.
So
Here's my
when
thing, and I was
people are,
talking.
like,
Was it you that I was
stuck
talking to, or was I
know.
talking to Bernard about this? No, it was you yesterday. We talked
I
about
was not
this.
here
that-
yesterday, was I?
It was here yesterday. Yeah, dude, this
Oh,
week
was
has been
I?
a blur.
I know.
It was the fact that people were they're still obsessed with
Trump. Yeah, they can't get over Trump.
They can't.
That CPAC thing, when is that going to happen? Sunday?
This Sunday.
Okay, so Monday morning,
like
we're going to
Thursday
do
through
our
Sunday.
Monday morning podcast
Yeah,
on the CPAC.
yeah,
We should watch that.
we should. Will
Okay.
you watch it? I'll watch it.
Well,
over the
call me
weekend.
and I'll watch it.
I'll sit
'cause-
there and marathon it.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, the obsession is still there. People are really trying to get their fix. It's like a crack addict. You know, it's like, let me get a little bit more of that Trump story, yeah? Just let me get a little hit. And they do. It doesn't stop. Anyways, but where were we going with this? Yeah, that's
where
interesting.
we were going,
Just to close this one
most
up.
likely out of California. That's
Yeah.
where we were
Fact
going.
check true. The Biden administration did remove the White House petitioning system before they got petitioned for anything.
You know what? I wanted to talk about. How are we doing on this time? We're good. We're at like 25. All right. Just more work for Jim.
Yes.
It's okay.
We'll have a whole bunch of podcasts.
Let me just go on like a little editorial here.
Yeah, go for
Okay.
it.
That dude, the dude who's like the assistant secretary for, I don't know, urban housing or
Have some
something.
respect for the lady.
The dude,
Can I just know her? What's her name? She's the
the
assistant
guy with the schlong, you mean?
assistant secretary of health. There we go.
This dude.
Just because we are a balanced show,
This-
this is
this-
Dr. Rachel Lavine. She is the assistant secretary of health.
All right. So this guy, right here. I don't know why we have to act stupid, okay? This fucking sociopath here, this guy, okay? Who, by the way, why don't you pull up pictures of this dude's family?
So, just for some of you that don't know, This is just a exercise here. This is what dead naming would be.
Shut up.
This
I don't
is-
want to hear this shit.
This is what dead
Just
naming is. Hey,
stupid
there's a
bullshit.
balanced approach to this, right?
Okay.
Like if you
All right.
want to know, now you know. That's what that's called. What
whatever.
you're engaging
All right,
in
so
is
this
called
fucking
dead
guy
naming.
right here, who has 2 kids and a wife, okay, one day decides that he
family?
wants to cut his prick off or whatever.
I heard his wife was pretty good looking.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find his fucking family photos, but the
there we
dude's
go.
fucking now he's erased all of his
What was the original?
past. Oh, there it is, right there,
Where?
on the right, on top right
Right here?
corner. There you go.
Oh, it's this photo then.
No, yeah, it's that photo.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Wait, that's the wife?
Yeah, that's the wife. I know it's hard to
Oh,
tell
it's an
which
easy
one
transition
is
then?
which one is the dude and which one's the guy there, but but reasonably attractive looking wife who could
That's
have
not what I
also
was
been a
expecting
dude.
at all, man. I was about to say, yeah.
God, if you have kids at home right now, probably don't let them listen to this. But
Should've started off with that.
Yeah. Usually,
Actually,
like,
you know what? Hold on. If
you
you
know
have
what?
kids at home
Don't
and if
ever
they're
let your kids listen to this
Right,
podcast.
If you're
How about
listening
that?
to this with your kids, you're doing a
You're doing them
disservice.
actually a service in life
Oh,
because
service.
they'll
What is this?
then they'll grow up normal.
Please
like
don't tell me
normal
what
people.
I think that's what that is. Anyways, so
Anyways,
go on with
go
what you're
back
saying.
to that picture. Can you go back to the picture?
Yeah, it's right here.
With the dude and his wife and
Oh,
his
it's right here.
kids. Okay, thank you. All right, so health secretary. He's the health fucking secretary.
Assistant health.
Whatever, assistant. What is assistant? So isn't the secretary already an assistant? He's the assistant to the
No.
secretary? So
health-
he's the assistant
health
to
sec-
the,
the
so
so-
he's the assistant for another assistant?
No, that's not what that means. It's the health, like it literally means health secretary.
Okay.
Okay,
You know
go.
what? We used to call secretaries assistants.
That's
Okay?
not what that means. There's like the Secretary of Defense.
All right. Do we know and
We don't have a
do we know
defense.
any other assistant to
No.
the assistant secretary? Do we know any other assistants' names
like
in
the,
the United
the assistant
States?
of public housing?
Yeah, who's the
the sec-
assistant of
secretary-
public? Yeah, who's this? What? No, don't look it up. You know it off the top of
It's
your
not
head?
Ben Carson anymore.
No, Ben Carson.
no, he was the head of HUD.
Go back to the dude's
I want to
family
know
picture.
now. Okay, go back to the family
Yeah,
pictures now.
go back to the dude's
All
family.
right, here we go.
Okay, this guy's family, all right, who looked like he had a normal, nice looking family there. There you go, right there.
Can't really. Okay.
Okay, look, let's zoom in. That looks like normal family, right?
Right.
Looks like they took their kids somewhere on vacation. Nice family photo, right? All right. So this fucking dude, now all of a sudden, decides that he wants to cut his prick off,
We don't
and
know.
he wants to become a woman. I don't fucking.
don't know
I
if
don't
he's cut.
care. I don't care if he did or he didn't. But the point is, he wants to go by a woman now, right? All right. Go back to the picture, Jim. I don't know why you keep
No,
scrolling
no, I'm
away
just
from
just
it.
reading.
No need to read.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
this is
go
just
ahead.
this is just facts and common sense
Okay,
here
yeah,
we're
go
talking
ahead. Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
all right. You see this picture?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you see in this picture?
I see a family.
A family, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, there's a specific word for a nuclear family.
A nuclear family,
Right.
right? All right. That's a beautiful family. I don't care. Like, he's maybe not the best looking guy, and she could be a dyke or whatever. But it doesn't matter. The point, and the fact of the matter is, and looking at this picture, she was probably sticking a strap on in him. But the point of the moral of the story is that this dude, okay, gave birth or helped the mama, did the business,
bore children
and
with
they bore children together, right?
Yeah.
And they created a family together. Okay. One day he just fucking up and decides, I'm gonna be a chick from now on, and so all you fuckers, you guys gotta fucking refer to me as a woman? You tell me, Jim.
Do you really
You
want me to-
tell me what you think, because you're the fucking hardcore leftist socialist on this channel, right? And I just want common sense
Gun
to
reform.
prevail.
Oh,
No,
yes.
I just want common sense.
I thought we were finishing
I don't
each
want
other's sentences
no,
here.
no. I don't need any gun reform. Okay, we need
If
less gun reform.
This is what I have to say about that. I want an origin story of Dr. Rachel Lavine. I
What-
would like to see the transition. That's it. Really, if I had to say anything, like what was he always feeling this way?
Hold on.
How do you go 2 kids?
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
The dude remember the other dude the one who won fucking like 10 gold medals, or I don't know. No, he won the decathlon.
Oh,
okay?
yeah,
Okay, so the best athlete in the world in that year,
Gosh, I already forget his name.
Bruce Jenner.
Caitlyn.
Bruce Jenner.
Yes.
So Bruce Jenner, the best athlete in the fucking world, because he won the decathlon. That's like the hardest
Right.
event in the Olympics,
It's
right?
everything.
It's everything. It's like the culmination of all these different sports put together, and whoever wins that is usually the best athlete in the world. Okay. So the best
Winner with a
athlete
broken ankle.
dude in the world. Yeah. That dude wants to become a woman all of a sudden, right?
We kind of all saw it coming.
All right, listen.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
We're not going to talk
I'm
about what the
listening, I'm
Kardashians
listening.
do to dudes' brains,
I'm
okay?
listening. I'm listening.
We're just going to focus on the facts here, okay? He wants to become a woman, right? Is he telling me or my kids how to live their life or what they should do? No, he's not, right? So you want to become a chick?
Who cares?
Good for you. Go become a chick. I got no problem with that. You want to be Caitlyn or Kathy or freaking whatever the fuck your name is?
Caitlin's a great name.
Good
a woman,
for
by the
you.
way. For an old
It's
lady
a,
that her age.
it's a beautiful name for a woman.
Yeah.
And if he wants to go take it in the keister for the rest of his life, God bless him. Whatever you want to do, buddy, doesn't bother me. Okay? That's why you live in America, okay? You're not going to jail. No one is going to hang you. No one's going to stone you on the street.
You're actually very
You
popular.
live your life.
You're actually very popular in America.
There you go.
It's
We
very-
celebrate
you're-
people by giving them 15 different flags. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought there was one, but the other day I just found out there's 15 fucking flags for you guys. So congratulations, you guys got a bunch of flags too.
More than 50.
The point is, I'm trying to make is, this fucking guy is gonna go and tell my 9-year-old or 10-year-old kid, if you feel like transitioning over to become a fucking mutant like me, you have all the rights in the world to. My 9-year-old who can't even fucking wipe his ass properly, who's got shit stains on his fucking underwear, he knows whether he wants to be a fucking guy or a girl before they have even hit puberty. Is this madness, Jim? Is this fucking madness? Are we? What's going on? When did this become? Why isn't anybody else talking about this shit? Why is everybody so afraid? What kind of fucking backlash are they gonna give us?
Well, we'll get.
This fucking guy is gonna fucking tell me, this guy who had 2 fucking kids, he fucking pumped a woman at least twice, we know that for sure, all right? And brought 2 kids into this fucking world. This motherfucker is gonna go tell me how I should raise my kids, or what I should let my kids fucking do? Are you guys out of your fucking minds? Are you out of your fucking mind? Obviously you're out of your mind, because you're wearing a fucking dress now, you fucking psychopath. You have a fucking wife and kids, and you're wearing a fucking dress. So yeah, you're out of your mind. I'm not the crazy one. You're the crazy fuck. You think you're a fucking chick when you got a dick. What the fuck is wrong with you? And you're gonna tell me how I'm gonna raise my family? Are you out of your fucking mind? In America? Jimmy,
Yeah, I'm here.
what do you think?
I'm still here. Yeah.
He agrees?
Yeah, he's out there clapping away.
But am I right or am I fucking wrong? Am I the only one fucking who sees this shit? How
No,
come
it's
nobody else is
happening.
calling this shit out?
It's happening.
How
it's-
come nobody else is calling this out, Jimmy? We can't let them fucking... It's like dysmorphia. It's body fucking dysmorphia. They're giving these kids fucking hormones and shit. They're gonna fucking mess up their growth. Do you know what the fucking suicide rate is for people that transition over to fucking other things?
It's high. It's very
It's
high.
super high. It's like 20 times higher.
Yeah.
Your suicide rate goes up fucking 20x when you want to fucking become something else.
Well, what do you think it is?
Why would
though?
you fucking let a little kid who can't even wipe their fucking ass decide whether they want to be a guy or a girl? That's not fair. How is that fucking fair? Dude, you're fucking 50 or whatever the fuck you are, right?
Cool.
You decided
Right.
that you want to become a chick. Go do you, buddy. Go wear a dress. Go fucking wear drag. Go, with your pride parade and all this shit. God bless you.
No one's got a fucking problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
No, absolutely not.
You want to become a fucking girl? Go fucking do yourself. I don't give a shit. But don't fucking you try to come tell me what I'm going to do with my kids. Or try to give my kids options to fucking be something that they don't even know what the fuck they are. So fuck you, you motherfucker. Don't you fucking come and try to tell us how to fucking raise our families. Because that family that you used to have, that's what we have right now. And you guys are trying to fucking destroy that shit. So fuck you, you fucking dude. You fucking idiot guy who thinks he's a fucking chick now. Fuck you. Take those hormone pills and stick them up your fucking ass. I think we're done with this podcast.
All right. Subscribe.
Make sure you like and subscribe and tell your friends. Don't fucking let your kids transition to fucking different genders.
And don't tell your mom about this podcast.